Okay, so we're coming up on about maybe a month since this game has been released, maybe a few weeks. I don't really know, but the game is still fairly new, essentially. So, the game in its current state right now, it's bad. It's bad. It's laughable. Infinity Ward is, yeah, I don't know what the hell y'all are doing. This game is bad. So one thing I wanted to cover while talking about this, because this is a slew of things wrong with this game, and we'll be here all day talking about it. So I'm trying to, split this stuff up and over the course of the videos to talk about this. But the AK47 is by far one of the most disrespected assault rifles in Modern Warfare right now. So make sure I sit back, chill, take a pee break, pause the video, get you some popcorn, because you know how I do. The AK-47, like I said earlier, is by far the most disrespected assault rifle in that class. Now, allow me to go into detail. Allow me to elaborate. Every other gun stock, we're not talking about attachments on, we're talking about straight out of the box, brand spanking new. The M4, the FAMAS, what's the other gun? The FAL, the Odin, the M4, the Kilo, and the M13. All those guns I just named off, except the AK, stock, standard, no attachments, they do great, tremendous amount of work. And let me just preface that by saying I understand what Infinity Ward was trying to do, because they pretty much put all of their eggs in one basket with the whole attachment system, with the pros and cons, said attachments make the gun, said attachments with its characteristics give the gun a different feel. So they wanted them to be as basic as they possibly can, stock straight out of the box. And then once you throw the attachments on, it makes it a totally new gun, new feel. All right, so I understand that part. I get that wholeheartedly. However, for you to constantly straddle this line between realism and then the core Call of Duty formula, or i.e., or however y'all say, tactical, quote unquote, for y'all to take a OG weapon such as the AK and numerous amounts of Call of Duty, especially the Modern Warfare series, to take it and add it in this game, and to give it the recoil that it has, but lack in the damage department, really ruffles the shit out of my feathers. And I hate that, because let me just give an example of something that severely lacks, but you give it something else to make it balance out and compensate for its shortcomings. The Odin. The Odin has the slowest fire rate I've ever seen in an AR. As far as I'm concerned, the revolver shoots faster than the damn Odin. You know what I'm saying? But I was a little joke. But the Odin has a slow fire rate, but they make up for it and give it a good, decent amount of damage, so that all you have to do is pretty much just aim, point, and shoot. Given that your aim is 100%, you're gonna knock down 90% of your targets. You know what I mean? So back to the AK. The AK has recoil, it has a crazy amount of recoil, especially like I said, stock. It has a crazy amount of recoil, and it's supposed to be shooting 7.62 ammunition. They want to add ballistics and all these other calibers and grains and bullets and stuff like that to try to justify its damage range or the damage on said weapon. So they give you a lot of recoil, and it says that it requires skill to control the recoil for this weapon, but yet it's just a hit marker machine. The M4, the M13, and the Kilo, that is the meta of the game. That's what it is. And for people, hold on, before you even comment on this video, I can feel y'all typing it up right now. Before y'all say, oh, the AK is great, it's fine, you just can't shoot, you can't adapt, get good, I hope you get shanked with a butter knife. All right, that's what I got to say to you about that. But back to what I was saying earlier, the fact that the AK has a lot of recoil on it, and they want you to control the recoil by either single shotting it, shooting in burst, or just control the recoil if you decide to shoot it fully auto. You don't give it enough damage to compensate for that recoil. You don't. You honestly don't. I get more hit markers trying to control my shots than I do as if I were to just, you know, try to contain the recoil. And like I said, this is stop. If I try to contain the recoil, like the same way I would do in Battlefield, shoot and then hold the right stick down and try to contain the recoil as best as I possibly can, that's my best way of landing most of my shots. But to control my recoil, to essentially do that, the single shot, burst fire, whatever I need to do, when I'm trying to do that, I get nothing but hit markers. But with the Odin, the M13, the Kilo, the M4, the Kilo, the M4, and the M13, I don't have to do that. I don't have to do that. Those guns perform great out of the box. But you make the OG assault rifle in past Call of Duties and Modern Warfares, you make the OG gun become the most inferior weapon in the assault rifle class. And I might have said this before, I might have said it earlier, I don't really know, probably go like listen to the video, but you can't take an OG weapon like the AK and just make it the last one to unlock, and then you make it completely underwhelming to use until you finally get attachments on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the part that annoys me, because I don't want to just walk around with the M4 all day long and walk around with the M4, and that's the only assault rifle I got maxed out. You know what I'm saying? Because unfortunately that's the meta for right now. But I don't want to walk around with the M4 every damn game because my other assault rifles don't hit the same as the M4 or the M13 or the Kilo. I don't want to use that all damn game long. I want to bounce around to different weapons and actually, mix up my gameplay. That's what I want to do, but I can't do that because you're forcing us to play one way with said weapons. Because it seems to me in this game, it seems to me like fire rate matters more than the damage of said weapon. And it's frustrating. I've seen guys constantly walk around the M13, M4, the Kilo. We're just gonna stick those assault rifles for right now. But I've seen guys walk around with those said weapons just completely melt anybody. Beaming anybody down the street, no problem. You know what I'm saying? Because of their fire rate. They get the upper hand because of their fire rate. If the AK had the same amount of fire rate as the M4, the Kilo, or the M13, I guarantee you the AK would be something serious. But just because it has low fire rate, high recoil, and not enough damage to actually make up for that recoil, you gotta pay the ultimate price for it. And just hope and pray that every time you get into a firefight, you come out on top. I don't feel the same confidence using an AK as if I was using an M4. I don't feel that. Infinity Ward, you are making one bad step at a time. The way that you're taking Modern Warfare right now, you're gonna really piss off a lot of people. So I suggest y'all get it together. But I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share the word, spread the link. I'm gonna get up out of here. It's your boy Jay Devine, and I'm signing out. Peace.